When I was younger, I was always around my older brother, and he was a real big basketball player. He tried football out, didn't like it. So I was always seeing him. I was like, all right, I want to try to take football serious now. So I transitioned from playing basketball and training basketball to like training football. I just keep thinking about what I'm gonna do the next play to be better than the next man that just beat me. So if you just beat me, now I gotta think of a way to be better than you. I was always the younger person, they was always older than me, so like I had to go the extra step to try and catch up with them. You never know who's looking up to you.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Alpha Podcast. You're here for the week of Alpha. Today, we got Jeremiah Lomax here talking about being aggressive. So I'm Nate Garner. I'm the head football coach here.
Jim Padgett. I'm over marketing and social media for football.
Hey, thanks for being here, Jeremiah. Introduce yourself to everybody and let everyone know who you are.
I'm Jeremiah Lomax from Abbeville, South Carolina, and I play football here at North Greenville.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, we appreciate you being here. Let's just hop right into it, man. Hey, give us the 60-second version. Where you from? How does a kid from Abbeville, South Carolina, end up playing football at 3 different colleges?
All right, so I'm Jeremiah Lomax. I'm from Abbeville, South Carolina, and I started playing football at Limestone College. Played there 3 years, and actually today is the year of Limestone closing.
Wow.
So Limestone closed. I went to UConn, took a red shirt year, and now I'm back here at home, finishing it with the coaches I started with.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're pumped up to have you back, man. I know it's going to be a great season in front of us. So, go ahead.
So you told us one of the biggest turning points in your life was going from wanting to play basketball to becoming a football player.
Yeah.
Walk us into that and what influenced that decision.
Really, when I was younger, I was always around my older brother, and he was a real big basketball player. He tried football out, didn't like it. So I was always seeing him. He was my mentor, so I was like, yeah, I wanna play basketball too. And then when I got to middle school and I kept training for basketball, and I realized you have to actually be good to play basketball. I was just athletic. I wasn't actually a basketball player, so I was like, all right, I want to try to take football serious now. So I transitioned from playing basketball and training basketball to training football. So more in the weight room, more field work, actually trying to take football serious. And then once I got to the 10th grade, I always thought I was gonna be on junior varsity still, and they gave me the chance to play varsity, and I started that year. And so that's when I actually started taking football serious.
Okay. So, hey, when you switched over to football, did you have to grind to catch up to the other guys, or you were kind of on par with them or even ahead of some of them?
I was kind of already on par because I was still already playing since a young age, but I was never taking it serious as much as I was taking basketball serious.
That makes sense. All right. So you started at Limestone, then UConn, now NGU, 3 programs. Most people look at that and say, hey, that's crazy. That's a lot of moving, man. Yeah. I know it's probably crazy when you went up to UConn. But every one of those moves was you going after something, right? Talk us through it. Tell us about what happened at Limestone and then what made you come back here from UConn.
Okay, yeah. So at Limestone, I got there at Limestone, started 3 years, kept playing. Then the school shut down. Went to UConn, wanted to try something new, get away from home, try and see if I could play on a bigger stage and whatnot, see the difference between Division II ball and Division I. And I took the year off just to see how it was. And then once the coaching staff left, I was just instead of staying up there with a new coaching staff again, trying to learn something new, I might as well come back home and play in a system I already know with coaches I already had a relationship with, and keep building with something else.
Okay.
Yeah, so you told us your trainer is the person who shaped you the most. He took you in as an outsider, let you learn under him, and eventually gave you a role mentoring kids. Tell us about him, who he is, what did he see in you?
All right, my trainer, he's Jamar Crawford. He's in Greenwood, and me being from Abbeville, he reached out to me one day and told me because I was always in-house kid, never liked to be around people that I didn't know. So I actually hit him up trying to get one-on-one training, and he told me yeah, we don't do nothing one-on-one. Everything is a family here. So once he told me that, I just got out of my box one day and was like, all right, I'm gonna try it out. And then once I tried it out, he was like showing me the way, everything that they do, and I was learning from them. And it was like everything that they was doing was like competitive, and the energy that they had was like, I was like, yeah, I love being around this, so I want to be a part of this. And that's when I started seeing stuff like that. It was just like, hey, I want to be something like this one day. Like I want to be the one motivating people to get stronger, faster, be better in life.
So is that what you want to do? You want to be a trainer?
I want to be a coach.
Okay.
But from being being a good role model to kids and stuff like that, I mean, every time I go home, you feel like I have to train the kids there still. So it's like I'll always do that at home, but outside of that, like I don't know, it'll be hard. But I always want to be a coach. Definitely.
All right, you told us he told you something that stuck with you, man. Be different from others, and when you're comfortable with being bored, you'll do good in life. Unpack that for us. What does that mean? How does that show up, and how you compete?
Well, he was always telling me if you're comfortable being bored, then you always can be good in life, because everybody's always looking for the fun and stuff. Like when you being bored and you good with being to yourself instead of always being in a crowd or wanting to be seen, that's better for you, because you know you're never always gonna have everybody on your side.
That's true. You got to be comfortable with the guy upstairs in your head, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the voice in your head, you got to be real comfortable with him,
Yes,
because
sir.
he's the only one there when ain't no one else around.
Yeah,
So,
and that's another thing that he always emphasized with us is praying, repenting, everything like that. Just so as long as you know that you always have that person on your side, you don't really need too many other people.
That's true.
So you said that your competitive drive was always there, but it came out openly once you started training with the other guys who pushed you. You called them the other dogs. What was that environment like, and how did it change you?
It was crazy. It was crazy because like I was always the younger person, and they was always older than me. So like I had to go the extra step to try and catch up with them, because like being realistic, I was never the biggest, the strongest, or the fastest. I was always the smallest and the youngest kid. But when I first got there, I just seen how they was competing with each other and working. So I was like, I got to do something to change. And then that's when it probably took me like a year or two to catch up with them. And like now all of us compete at the same thing. Like instead of me trying to catch up with them, like now it's like tit for tat. Like every day we always go out with each other and stuff like that. Like competing in each other, trying to make each other better.
All right, let's talk a little bit about that line you get to, right? So you told us you got thrown out of a game. Tell us about that. Tell us about what happened and what that has kind of taught you.
All right. All right. So I think it was my 23 season. We was playing Emory and Henry, and I was just out of the game. I wasn't like into the game and stuff like that. So I got beat on like a deep ball or something like that, and like the dude that beat me, he just started talking junk. So I was like, all right, nah, he just beat me. I'm talking junk. I can't do nothing about it. I was having a bad game, so I hit the ball, and when I hit the ball, it took the ref's attention, and it was just like he was being too aggressive right then, so he threw me out the game. And then I realized like that was too much at the time. I should have just went back to the huddle and just went to the next play, because that was just doing too much.
Crossing the line between
Yeah.
aggressive and reckless.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you learned about that next play mentality there,
Yeah,
right? A little
yeah,
bit
I
about
had
that.
to.
That's what we talk about here too, right?
Yes,
Next
sir.
play mentality. How did that moment change how you channel that aggression now?
Now I just keep thinking about what I'm gonna do the next play to be better than the next man that just beat me. So if you just beat me, now I gotta think of a way to be better than you on the next rep, and like not have you being like more out than me. I gotta win somehow, because like you're not gonna win every rep, but you try to be better than everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So when everything is on the line, your body is tired, the game's going sideways, the voice in your head's trying to tell you to quit. You said the one thing that stops you is you can't be a quitter. Where does that come from?
Really being in the gym with the older cats, that's one thing we always big on, never quitting. Cause my trainer always tell us when you miss something, you're missing something. So like it never means nothing. For you to be a quitter, you never know who's looking up to you or who's looking at you. So why would you be a quitter? If you came out here for a reason, you need to stick to that reason.
Okay. All right, last one. You kicked off the entire week of Alpha. represent the letter everything else built on. What does aggressive mean to Jeremiah Lomax?
Aggressive to me is attacking anything that you do with max effort or 100%.
The moment you get up till you lay the head back down on the pillow, that's where you got to be, man. Be aggressive, attack everything in front of you. Go out there and take ownership of everything in front of you, man.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah. Well, dude, I appreciate it, man. It's been awesome. Thanks for being here. Stay tuned. We got another letter coming tomorrow. So excited about the week of alpha for you.
Yeah. Hey, we really appreciate it. Kick us off on a good note. Thanks for coming out and sitting with us for a few minutes.
Yes,
And
sir.
hope to have you back soon.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah, bro. We have to do
All
a full
right.
one. Appreciate you, Lo.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
thank
Thank
you,
y'all. Like, subscribe.
Thank
See
you.
y'all tomorrow.